Good morning, Susie Cobden. I've spent a lot of time thinking about where I'm at, what I'm doing, what my future entails, and I really have no idea. I know that I'm following my heart, and to a lot of people it looks like I'm just wasting my time, that I'm not doing what I should be doing according to them to make the world go round. I appear to be idle a lot of the time, and from an outsider's perspective, that can look like doing nothing, like being lazy, but it's far from that. I know that energy is everything, absolutely. In the last 6 months, I've come into this place of absolute knowing. It's hard to describe, it's hard to tell, to put into words, and I guess I'm grappling to understand it myself. But something's changed in me energetically, and there's no doubt, not at all. Back in 2007, when I started discovering who I was, that I was more than just a human, more than just a meat suit, I became so hungry for understanding, for learning, for being, for living what I'm coming to understand, what I was coming to understand, that it was difficult to pull myself away from it, to go to work, to do all those other things that I needed to do. And this hunger, this drive has been constant ever since then. Now, in the last 18 months, I'm not working. I released myself from the 9 to 5 work. I sold or gave away all my belongings. Really, all I have is what fits in my car. And I did that because I knew that my time was now, that whatever it was that was pulling me, that was driving me so desperately, was something that I had to follow, something I had to do. Now, I believe that I came to this world to share my understanding. And I've stepped into that understanding, and by stepping into it and choosing to live it, to be it, I've been given this knowing. You've got to claim it to have it, but you can't be it until you can believe it. So it's a process, and all the learning that I've done, which is dozens and dozens and dozens of courses, so many seminars, hundreds of books. I think I've got the biggest self-help library definitely this side of the equator. I've absolutely got a huge library, and I read and reread those books. Every time I read them, I understand something a bit more, because we get what we're ready for. When the teacher's ready, when the student's ready, the teacher appears, and until you're ready to receive certain information, even though it's written there in typed words, we tend to skip over or not see or not understand or not give importance to those things that we're ready to hear. And I understand that with, humanity. There are a lot of humans that aren't ready to hear the messages that I've got to share, that aren't ready to step into their power. And being ready to step into it doesn't mean you've got to give up your whole life like I did. I gave up the pretense of a life that I'd been living for a long time. The things that matter to me still matter to me. I've got a family. I've got 4 lovely kids, although they're not kids anymore. They're all got in relationships. I've got a grandchild and another one on the way. And I'll never give them up. But my relationship to them has changed. I've become independent and so have they. And my focus is different towards the world. Before I started understanding all of this, I was into pleasing people, but from the place of need, from the place of wanting in return, wanting to be loved, wanting to be recognised, because my confidence and insecurity were at such a low level that, I had no faith in myself. Now I realise that my world is me, and everybody in it is my perspective of them. We're all co-creators, and the version of you that I interact with is different from the version of you that you see yourself as, because it's your being filtered through me. We're all energetically connected. Everything in my world is an emanation of me, of my energy field, of my desires, or I should say my focuses. They're not always desires, but what you focus on you get. And you co-create with everybody in accordance with your own energy, with what you expect and where you focus. We could both look at the same person and I could see an angel and you could see a rat bag, because my focus is in a different place than yours. We see different aspects of the same thing because of our energy, because of our beliefs. Anyway, I've gone off on a tangent. I'm trying to make sense of where I'm at and how I can best help you all. I know I came here to share my understanding, and that's why my drive has been so strong and is so strong. And more than ever, I know that I have, people out there waiting who need assistance, who crave what I've been craving, who are looking for a way out of whatever's going on right now. And that doesn't mean, losing a relationship or whatever, but it means changing your focus and receiving or attracting to you through your changed energy field and beliefs. I'm a Gnostic. I'm a channel. I hear information from the other side. I hear confirmation. I'm constantly being called forward, constantly being urged to raise my frequency, to gain more understanding, and to be able to share it in a way that you can understand. To share it with compassion and understanding. My life's been full of all sorts of crap. Although from looking at it from my position now, I realise it was all a gift. But I've had a human experience, lots of it. And I found my way through it. And against all adversity, through believing, through being open-minded, through being prepared to understand, through trusting, I've come to where I am now. Life's always about expansion, about change, about joy and about love. Wherever we have fears, wherever we have grudges, wherever we have judgments, we're going to be held back. We're going to be kept in those lower frequencies and therefore the lower densities. So life's about perspective and about giving the benefit of the doubt. But most of all, it's about having fun and loving, starting with yourself. Anyway, I think I'm just mumbling. So my love to you all. If there's anybody watching this that would like some help, please reach out. I've got a few spots open between now and Christmas. And I know Christmas is always a tough time for lots of people. So have a beautiful day and, message me if you want that help, and I'll see you all on the next video. Bye for now.